Everybody, how you doing? I just came real quick because I normally come to y'all because y'all be giving me some good kind of like some good information sometimes. I mean, some good advice. So I just came to ask y'all because I just need y'all take on this. So my pawpaw passed. My pawpaw passed last. He passed last Friday. Pawpaw passed last Friday. Okay, Papa passed. Papa was sick. My grandfather had Alzheimer's. He had a heart condition and he had COPD, and he had been telling us for weeks, like almost like for months, that he was tired. He was tired, and he just wanted to be at peace. So maybe about 3 weeks ago, hospice had started, and we all started basically preparing ourselves for when the time comes and all that kind of stuff. So my grandparents had 10 children. I don't know what it is with Southern people and all these damn children. My grandparents had 10 children. My mother is the ninth child. So up under her, I have an uncle. When I tell y'all my family has had me so stressed out since last Friday night, I still have not made it to California where I'm from because I had stuff here going on. Because I have to travel, we didn't set a date, and I felt like it wasn't really smart for me to come because we don't have a date set. Having in mind, I have other siblings. It's 7 of us. I have other siblings. So me and my sister we're in the South. I'm here. My sister's in Virginia. So me and my sister are planning to go out both at the same time. When I tell y'all my baby uncle has been showing his natural black ass. Hey, Yaya. Oh, thank you so much, Auntie. My uncle has been showing his natural black ass, so we can't find my grandfather's will and final testament, but we can't find the updated one. We found one of them, but we can't find the updated one. So the one that we found says that he does not want to be buried. He wants to be cremated. He wants to be cremated. He doesn't want a funeral, and he doesn't want a memorial. He wants to be viewed, and he wants to be cremated. He always said he does not want, and in his words, he does not want no good niggas crying over his body. Leave him alone. He's at peace. Okay. My mother and I have 3 aunts. My mother and her sisters went to the mortuary. We have our family per se owns a mortuary. So they went to the mortuary to have everything put into state, everything get going. Tell me why my baby uncle walking through the mortuary doing his crazy ass wailing banshee cry. Just wailing banshee cry. They trying to get the stuff laid out, take care of business. He's just hooping and hollering, hooping and hollering, hooping and hollering. So after they left the mortuary, he left. Okay, let me backtrack. So Friday, all the family was coming to the house. My baby uncle left his phone at the house, and my 2 oldest aunts, got to my parents' house Saturday, so like Saturday midday. He left his phone because he was there Friday night. He went back to my parents' house, got mad because nobody would bring his phone to him outside because he didn't want to go in the house. So my oldest auntie got pissed off at that and said, okay, I'm going to let him have his time, but after this, I'm going to get his ass. So then when they were at the funeral home yesterday, my oldest auntie was like, I have your phone. I'm trying to give you your phone. Come here so I can give you your phone. Hooping and hollering. I wish I would have screen recorded it while I was on FaceTime with my mom because I'm actually on my grandfather's estate. So they can't sign or do anything without my consent or my signature. So right now we're trying to do everything with me still being here in the Carolinas until I get out there. She turns the camera She turns the camera and she goes, hey, look at this shit. Look at this shit. My uncle was rolling on the ground in the office. He is rolling, y'all, he was rolling on the ground, flinging his body, flinging his arms. He looked like a fish out of water, and it doesn't make it any better that my baby uncle is 6'5". He is 6'5", y'all, and he's just flinging his body and just, oh, daddy, oh, y'all took my daddy. Child, I told my mom I had to get off the phone. I said, Mommy, let me get off the phone because I'm trying to control my temper and I'm trying to control my emotions because when I get out there, I'm going off. Most likely I am going to go off because I don't like the way my uncles were treating my mother leading up to this. Every time. So my mom is one of them people that feel like she has to keep the family updated and she doesn't want anybody upset with her. She acts really like my granny. She has to keep the family updated. She doesn't want anybody upset. She wants to make sure everybody's heard, everybody's okay. And I'm sitting here saying, man, fuck them people. Do what you got to do. So, hooping and hollering. So then my dad drags my uncle by his arm out of the mortuary. He literally drags him out. I mean, and I felt like really embarrassed for them because my mom told me that it was another family that was preparing to have their viewing for their loved one. And you just see my baby uncle just being dragged down the hall by this big bald black man that is my daddy. And then my mom calls me today and she's like, girl, you won't believe this. Y'all, my baby uncle called back the mortuary and he's trying to contest my grandfather's will and final testament. He's trying to force us to have a funeral, to have a service, and it's like, nah, we're not about to have a service. This is exactly what my grandfather wanted, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to have the viewing, and then after the viewing, we're going to go eat as a family because the viewing is like from 3 to 8 or something like that. And we're going to have the viewing. And I said, you know, if you guys want, we could have a few words. If somebody want to pray or whatever the case may be, that's fine. If you guys want to let people say a few kind words or whatever during that time, that's fine. We could do that too. But my grandfather does not, he said he does not want a shit show. And the reason why he said before he didn't want a shit show because of the way they showed their ass at my grandmother's funeral. Baby, my grandmother's funeral was something that came out of like one of those straight to video movies for black folks. Baby, they showed their ass for the first lady. And it's even more a big thing is that my grandfather is a bishop. So we're really not, we have asked, you know, the whole, in San Diego, the whole black Christian community is very large. And we basically just ask for privacy in this whole, during this time. We're going to have a public memorial, but not now. Because I have two older aunts that have to travel from Texas, and they're up in age, and they said they don't want to deal with all the hooping and hollering. And then we have family coming in from out the country, and it's like, why can't we just have this? Why can't the family have their service first? And then if we want to do a memorial with everybody else, we could do that, but at least let his siblings say goodbye. Child, I don't even know what to say. My mom was like asking me, you know, what do I feel? And I'm like, man, fuck them people. I really don't. The reason why I'm not really big and up in arms, I guess, like versus everybody else, is because when we had my grandmother's service, they closed the casket in front of the family, and I did not like that. I was not okay with that. I did not like that. I felt like they should have, I don't know, like maybe like asked us to leave, or maybe somebody thumbs up, or whatever. But yeah, so this man then called the funeral home, and he's contesting my grandfather's will. So the funeral home called my mommy back to they called her back to come out today to figure out, because Pawpaw was also a vet, so they had to get in contact with the military and kind of stuff like that. But yeah, I don't understand why people act so ugly when somebody passes. It's like when somebody passes, when it's a wedding, or when it's like a birth. They just show their ass. And I guess maybe for me, it's always the same damn person in my family. It's always my baby uncle. Then he be getting mad because my other uncles be calling him a queen. Well, that's how the fuck he be acting, like a goddamn queen. Like a goddamn queen. When it comes to burying somebody, can't nobody do nothing unless he there. And it's like, nah, we know what you trying to do. You trying to see how much money. You trying to see how much folks' insurance policy is. You just trying to get some money. Which I told my mom that he was going to do that, so don't argue with him. And then I get a call, text from my dad. Mom told him he needs some money. He needs $600. I said, don't send that man. No, don't give him that. My dad's like, oh, but it's your uncle. I don't want your mom upset. No, tell mommy I said it. Tell mommy I said no. She won't get mad at me if I say no, but she'll get mad at my dad. Like she be stressing that poor man out, especially doing now, because her emotions are all over the place. Child, if my daddy had hair, child, all his hair would have fell out by now, because my mama just doing the most. But you gotta give her time because she grieving. That's her dad, and ever since my grandma passed, my mom and my dad has had my grandpa. They moved my grandpa in after my grandmother passed, so he wouldn't be alone. And my grandparents were already up in age. So that's just that. But I tell you one thing, I'm semi-happy about knowing these Southern people. We ain't got to get dressed, baby. I ain't got to go find a suit. I ain't got to go find a hat. I'm just so happy that I could just wear I have a blue and white sundress that I can wear, that I'm probably going to wear. But I'm just happy I ain't got to put on no church clothes, and I shouldn't have to hear my great aunt's mouth because it's not a full service, so I ain't got to hear her mouth about why I ain't got on pantyhose. I'm in my 30s. I'm not wearing nobody's stockings. I ain't worn stockings since I was like 14 years old. I'm not gonna do that. It's too hot. It's too hot for all that. But that's just my local car rant. I wanted to see if anybody else's family be stressing them out when it comes to them having to have funerals or any type of family events. Oh, and then on top of this, because of the passing of my papa, we changed the date of our family reunion. So we won't be having a reunion until next year, because normally our family reunion is the last week of August, and some of us are not able to fly in for the little mini service and then fly back out at the end of the month for the reunion. Child, I just know, I know these folks are gonna be drunk. My cousin's child, they be drunk. I'm gonna have to make sure I got gum and stuff in my pocket, because these folks about to walk up in there smelling like Hennessy and weed. I just know it. Because they're crazy. Well, I made it to my destination. About to go do some mom stuff. Gotta go pick up baby boy a few things, because school starts. I don't know if you guys' kids start school, but my child starts school next week, and we are going into junior year. Whoop, whoop. We're going into junior year with 12 different college offers. 12 schools have reached out to us this past summer, whether it's they are offering him a visit, offering him a partial scholarship, and we have two schools that want him to come practice with their basketball team, and for us to meet the coaching staff to see if it would be a good fit for him. So that's one of the brighter things with my busy schedule for the next few months. And I am moving my parents out here with me because my mother, she's gonna need help, and it's time for her to have, like, different scenery. But thank you guys for watching my car rant vlog, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, guys, have a good day. See you later. Bye bye.